What do you think about Gary Johnson, Tom?
Yeah, that's an interesting issue because in some ways I like Gary Johnson because, for instance, I'm very interested in state nullification, and he came to Nullify Now Orlando, and that's not something other presidential candidates would have done. He used the word nullify in his speech, and when he announced for president, that was one of the first things that the thought controllers at Think Progress said about him, was that, look at how dangerous he is, he wants to, tell the federal government not to do certain things. Isn't that unbelievable? So I give him credit for that. And, so I think he's taken some unpopular and courageous positions, and I appreciate that. But at the same time, I like him. I'm not an avowed enemy of the guy, but I don't love him. I feel like if you're going to have a libertarian party, then get out there and promote libertarianism. Don't say to yourself, well, I better only go 65% of the way on the drug war because I don't want to alienate voters. I mean, any voter who's going to be with you 65% of the way is going to be with you 100% of the way. You've already alienated the voters with the 65%. And likewise on foreign policy, I want, especially in light of the absolute wickedness of the U.S. government's foreign policy, I don't want somebody who's going to say, well, I don't like these wars, but that one might be okay, or this one. I want just root and branch. Look, you people have been exploited enough by a government that lies to you about its foreign policy and gets you to wave the flags because they know you'll be suckers and do it, but I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to treat you like an adult, and it wouldn't kill us for 4 years not to have any wars. It just would not kill us. How about that? Like, what is so hard about that? I don't want the fair tax. I don't want any of this stuff. I want repeal, abolish, smash. I want that pure message. And I want to strengthen, if we're going to have a libertarian party, that is the wing of the party that I want to strengthen, and I'm not convinced that Gary Johnson is the guy to strengthen that wing. Now, if that were to change, and tomorrow he just came out rip-roaring hardcore, I would change my mind.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm with you. There's an article, I forgot which one it is now, but where it's basically it's Murray Rothbard attacking David Friedman, and he's written this book, The Machinery of Freedom, the Utilitarian Case for Anarchism or something. And
yeah,
Rothbard saying, gag me with a spoon, man. I'll take a radical minarchist, somebody like, say, Jacob Hornberger, right, who's a constitutionalist, right, but who hates injustice, who can't stand it, who wakes up in the morning to fight for freedom because, man, he's burning with it. That, a radical minarchist, puts a conservative anarchist to shame when it's all just, well, gee, guys, I don't know about I mean, and especially like on something like drugs. All of the arguments for legalizing weed count for heroin, other than you're afraid to say it. And in fact, heroin's a much better case because what are you, pro-AIDS? You drug warriors are the biggest cause of AIDS in the society. What are you, satanic? There. I won the heroin argument. What, was that difficult or something? I had to like cow and hide to come out and say legalize heroin? Of course legalize heroin. Why do you hate humanity so much? You want to keep it illegal. You're crazy if you want to keep it illegal. And the thing is about Johnson is I like him too, but his instincts are milquetoast. He doesn't have any... He might like liberty, but he doesn't hate injustice. He's not here to stop something bad from happening to somebody. His statement the other day about the troops in the Middle East. Well, they're over there fighting for our freedom. When he should have taken that opportunity to say they think they were over there fighting for our freedom because that's what we tell them, but they're on a fool's errand and they're dying for nothing, and that's enough of this. And that was his chance to say it, and instead he went, oh, what am I supposed to say here? Oh, look at the little flag on my lapel, blah, blah, blah. Makes me mad, because I like the guy too, but where's his spine?